Now to matters judiciary. Who will replace the immediate former Chief Justice David Maraga? And what is the process of choosing the next Chief Justice? According to the Constitution of Kenya, the official announcement of who will replace the Chief Justice is supposed to be made 60 days after the seat has been declared vacant, as the Deputy Chief Justice performs the role in an acting capacity for not more than 6 months. Our very own Majibu Kitsao has spoken to Law Society of Kenya President Nelson Harvey, and he takes us through the process and qualifications one must attain to be eligible for the position.
Under the new Constitution of Kenya, the Chief Justice is formally appointed by the President but is selected by the Judicial Service Commission following a competitive process involving vacancy announcement, shortlisting of applicants, and interviews. In order to be appointed as Chief Justice, a person must have at least 15 years' experience as a legal practitioner.
Must have practiced for 15 years. That's the most important one. And integrity is also key. That is where you need to get clearances, certain clearances, yes.
At the end of the interviews, the Judicial Service Commission selects one individual whose name is forwarded to the Parliament for vetting and approval, after which the candidate is formally appointed by the President. And on matters gender, the legal experts had this to say.
I don't think that is all we should look into, because to be honest, by virtue of being a lady or a gentleman, that should not be the only requirement for you to be a CJ. What we need is someone who will come and uphold the law. Someone who will be brave enough and courageous enough to protect the Constitution, guard it jealously, and who will fight for the independence of the judiciary.
History has demonstrated that if you have an individual, a man or a woman, who upholds the rule of law, who is capable of doing the right thing, it really doesn't matter what your gender is. What we're looking at as Kenyans is a Chief Justice who will be able to follow in the footsteps of David Kenani Maraga. Be it a woman, be it a man, it's really not a big consideration.
The independence of the judiciary and its relationship with the executive arm of government are some of the critical issues being upheld by the advocates, and according to them, defunding the judiciary is one of the things that deprive of its independence.
Because you see, when you stifle the judiciary, you don't give it enough funds, that is one of the ways you are trying to control it.
Like all judges, the Chief Justice serves until he reaches 70 years with an option of early retirement once he reaches 65. No matter his age, an individual may not serve for more than 10 years as Chief Justice.
Anxiety over who will replace the immediate former Chief Justice David Maraga continues to explode in the public domain. Who will replace Maraga? Well, only time will tell. Majibu Kitsao for CJ TV.